COVID-19 has claimed thousands of lives, and it's changed the lives of many more. For some who've had the virus, there are lasting after effects. 12 News' Anna Farish spoke with a nurse practitioner who shared her husband's story and how their lives have been forever changed.
June 3rd, 2020 will be a day that Candace Childress will never forget.
My husband actually contracted COVID from someone that was asymptomatic. We went and got tested, and I would say around June the 3rd, he started to get progressively worse.
After being admitted to Baptist Hospital, her husband, Kaneen, started rapidly declining.
While he was in ICU, he experienced kidney failure. He had 3 strokes. The actual COVID wiped out the blood supply to his toes. It's called COVID toes.
Kaneen eventually had all 10 of his toes amputated, and basic life skills have had to be relearned.
When he went to Methodist rehab, he basically had to learn how to walk, how to dress himself, how to feed himself, how to bathe himself all over again. He lost a total of about 55 pounds. He went in at 205. By the time he made it to Methodist rehab, he was about 160. His lowest weight was 155. It's been a long journey. What I would say about this illness, it doesn't matter how old you are. My husband was a 40-year-old African-American male, perfectly healthy, who exercised 3 to 4 days a week, who didn't drink, who didn't smoke, and who didn't do no illicit drugs and had no underlying health illnesses prior to being sick. I thought I knew what faith was, but I didn't until faith was literally all I had. It had to get to a point to where if my husband didn't make it, I knew God would take care of me. That doesn't mean I didn't want him to make it. Me and my husband have been together over 20 years, but I had to get myself to a point to where I knew that God was either going to heal my husband or he would not, but whatever God decided was going to be his will. And I had to be okay with that. I believe that there is a God. I look at my husband every day and see a miracle. I literally see a miracle.
Childress says during the 7 long and stressful months, she had to take an extended leave. She also contracted the virus, but had mild symptoms. On top of it all, their home flooded. Childress says she was forced to live in a hotel. She tells me clinging to faith is what got her through, and hopes those who hear her story will see just how serious this virus really is. In Jackson, Anna Farish, 12 News.
And Candace says Kaneen is an avid runner and outdoorsman and has started back some physical activity, but doctors say he should be back to running in about 8 to 10 months.